There's no easy way out. I just wanna know there's no easy way out. No easy way out. I'm not asking for another chance.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the No Easy Way Out podcast. My name is Tony Nash, and we are coming to you, as always, from the Woodworth Building in beautiful downtown Owasso, home to my company, AZ Branding Solutions, where we help grow your brand from A to Z. So today, super excited about our guests. Not sure why I said it like that, but it's just the excitement is boiling over in me. We have very long-time friends of myself and the winners of our review rally. You know them. You love them. That is Ashleigh and Ruben from Ashleigh's Dance Shack. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Can you hear the applause in the background?
I can. Quiet down, people.
The fans
Quiet
at home
down.
are clapping. They're so excited to see you guys. This is your second time on the No Easy Way Out podcast. The first time was a big flop, so we thought we would do it again. Just joking. No, it was a great episode.
4 views.
Yeah, all 4 people that watched it said, bad episode. No, just kidding. It was a great episode. Ashleigh gave one of our most memorable quotes ever, which is, wake up, get some coffee, put on some gangster rap, and handle it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I've adopted this motto in my life, and I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. So, yeah, guys, welcome to the show. It's awesome to have you. Always one of my favorite days when you guys show up and just come to hang out, or when I get to go see you guys. Just really solid people. One of my favorite couples. So thank you for coming and doing this again. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for the compliments. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. She paid me, so you know. she gave me a script
Posted
of
that check.
what to say. She's like, these really need some compliments right now. No, just joking. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit? You guys can both go, or one of you can go. Tell our audience a little bit about just you guys as people. We'll get into the business, but let's talk about you guys as people. What do you want the people to know?
About us?
Yeah,
We are parents. We have 2 little girls.
beautiful little girls.
Ruby, she's 6. She's going to be 7 soon.
Oh, yeah.
And then Rava, she's 4. She's going to be 5 soon, too. Their birthdays are actually October 1st and October 4th, so we're getting ready for that.
A few days.
There is not a whole lot outside of the dance studio that I have to tell you
Dance
about
is
myself.
life.
Yeah.
Dance is
Dance
life.
is life. Ooh.
Which is fine. We love them.
We're
We
high
love our
school
people.
sweethearts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What was about sweethearts?
We're high school sweethearts.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. It's been a long time. How long have you guys been together?
It'll be 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years.
I
Wow.
know.
My wife and I have been married for 21 years.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't,
That's awesome.
I didn't know that we had actually been married longer than you guys have been together. Wow, I feel really old. So,
You might be revealing your age right there.
yeah, no kidding. Holy cow. Just kids, just youngsters. I had a chance to do your wedding, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later. But, Ruben, is there anything you want to add to the lore of Ashleigh and Ruben? Ruben and Ashleigh? The Shacks?
I don't know.
The Cervantes?
I don't know. I think you're like, she nailed it.
You killed it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Don't ask us to talk about ourselves. We'll talk about something else.
let's talk about the
that
business
one.
then. Let's talk about Ashleigh's Dance Shack. This is where you guys work and live pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
This is your life's work. And so tell us about Ashleigh's Dance Shack.
Well, we had a record-breaking year this year. So we have, what's our
Amazing.
student count?
We have 364, I think,
Holy
right now.
cow.
There's
One for
64
almost one for every day of the year.
Yep.
Yeah. The goal was like 300. That was like the ultimate goal this year was
Yeah.
300. We had like a big old piece of paper, 300 written on it. Me and Roz would like go over it every day. Be like, how many people are on there? How many people signed up today? And then we hit 300. We got like super excited. And then we thought we were done and just kept on going and going and going.
Wow. What's your capacity? Like, what could you handle? 300?
Honestly, I don't even know.
A
That's a
million?
little bit of a scary number. It's exciting, but that's a
Yeah.
lot of people to manage. So
Yeah.
we're just really trying to do our due diligence and make sure that we have everything organized and under control. But we teach 65 classes Monday through Thursday
goodness.
a week.
Yep.
And we have adapted 2 different classes. So a tap class for adults So we have a beginner level and we have an advanced level, which those have blown up big time, which is wonderful because we need an opportunity for adults to have a dance class.
Right.
And then I'm starting adult hip hop this year too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like I should come check that out.
I think you should.
Maybe
class
just
is
watch
full.
from a distance, see if anyone's on my level. And then if I feel like, okay, these people can kind of keep up with me, then maybe I'll jump in and
You could come
could
assist.
help teach if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know
Love
if you
that.
guys can afford me, but we can talk about it down the road and see if that's something that I'm willing to take my talents to. But
I'm sure we can put some
I'm a terrible
financing
dancer.
aside.
Micah, my son, is a great dancer. It's
Yeah?
a little known fact. He
Ooh.
gets some music on and he can bust a move. Is that still a thing? Do
Yep.
people still say bust a move?
We do.
Cut a rug.
Yeah.
Cut a rug.
That's not it. It's revealing my age again. So, all right. So, obviously, I mean, you guys have been doing. How long has Ashleigh's Dance Shack been open?
It'll be our 14th dance season this year.
14th year. So, obviously, you guys love it to do it that long. So, tell us about your passion, why you love doing this, and maybe your love of dance and all the things.
Okay. That's a little difficult to say what one thing that I would love about
Doesn't
it.
have to be one thing. Just what do you love about it?
I love my people. So there was one thing that we were nervous about growing the way that we have is we have these really great relationships with
Sure.
our kids and with their parents. And it's something that we really value in our lives, the people that we are surrounded by. And so that was something that we were worried as we grow that we might not be able to sustain those relationships. But so far, it's been absolutely amazing. And I would truly say it would be the kids. I know that sounds cliche, but it really is the kids and the parents because we're spending every single day after school with these kids. So some of these kids they start when they're 3, they go all the way up till they graduate. We get them Monday through Thursday after school, and they're really with us more than they are their own parents. So you develop this amazing relationship with all of these kids, and you see them grow, and you see them just develop into these beautiful little humans, and it's really a cool process to be part of.
Well, that's a very real thing because, we've experienced some growth as well. And there was a time where every client that we had, I had a personal relationship with that client and I got to go meet with them, once or twice a month and sit down and really be involved in the planning. And as we've grown and brought on more people and more clients, I mean, we have work going from start to finish with clients I've never even met. And that's a real challenge for me. It's difficult because I really like the relationship building. I'm a people person. And man, it's awesome to see when my staff takes it from start to finish and the customer is super happy and they think all these great things about AZ. But then anytime we have a challenge, I always feel like, man, I need to be more engaged and involved. And it's tough. So it's a challenging thing about growth. Growth is amazing if you can manage it, and you never want to lose what it was that made you guys special. And so you just have to find a creative way to export that magic of you two to your people, that they're just as committed to giving the same experience to your students and parents as you are. And finding those people is tough because a lot of people just need a job, and it's just a job to them. To you, this is your life, right? You've built this, and so you can't imagine being dismissive of a parent or a kid, and then you find out a staff member does that, and you're like, what in the world? And so finding good people, and then when you find those good people, keep them because they're hard to find. And so it's a real challenge. It's a real difficult thing, but I like the challenge of it, and it's all part of growing. But my encouragement to you guys would be just as you grow, remember the magic that made you special and try to always make that a part of the experience.
We were just having this conversation,
Literally just
actually.
talking about that a couple days ago.
I think I feel so blessed because I have a team that shares the exact same values that we do, and everybody helps implement those values. So not only is my staff, a lot of my staff is family. And so they always have
That
your
helps.
back. They have your same values. They appreciate what you're doing. They want to help build what you have. But also, a lot of them are previous dancers.
Former students, yeah.
So then
they know the culture.
Yep, they know the culture, and
They're excited to
They
replicate
believe in it.
Yep,
That's
absolutely.
amazing. Yeah, that's incredible. So keep up the good work. It's amazing. We got to help film the dance recital this year to see the amount of different choreographed dances and the amount of different dancers and all the costumes. And I just thought, my goodness, this is a lot of work. Having run some events in my life and just thinking, man, how in the world are Ashleigh and Ruben even going to be able to stand up after all this. I mean, it's probably a really long day and a couple weeks leading up to it. So, but I was
Tony,
impressed.
It's like when I did it all by myself, the recital this year.
Yes.
It was tough.
Yeah.
It really was. But
Yeah, you needed a massage after, right?
I did. I needed a break.
From pulling the curtains, he needed a massage.
Hey, I got 2 blisters
Yeah.
on my hands.
You get him some gloves.
I know. I was requesting gloves, but hey, it's all for the kids.
All
So.
for the kids.
It's all for
These
the kids.
hands and these blisters are for you kids. All right, so let's talk a little bit. I know the answer to this, but I always like to dive into the science of how somebody came up with their name. The first part seems pretty self-explanatory, Ashleigh, because that's you.
Yep.
But how did you come up with the name Ashleigh's Dance Shack?
Shack is my maiden name.
Okay. See, did anyone know that? Raise your hands. Somebody actually raised their hand at home just now, but. So this was prior to becoming Mrs. Cervantes, Mrs. Shack-Cervantes, right?
No.
And so it just made sense. It's my last name, and it's spelled the same way as your last name,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So very, very cool. So
There was a point in time where I could say, you're on the phone with somebody. Can you spell that for me? Ashleigh's Dance Shack, like Radio Shack. And now we've hit that point.
nobody knows what Radio Shack
No.
is. Yeah.
And we'll say it like Radio Shack, and then you get these young kids that are like, "What's Radio Shack?" I have no idea what that is, and so you can't
Yeah.
even go there.
See, now
anymore.
you're dating yourself.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, was it hard to come up like when you said it, when somebody suggested it, whatever the time was? Were you like, yes, that's it, or did you have other names you were considering?
When I was younger, I was very insecure, and so I had a really rough
see
time
that.
with.
No, I'm serious. I can't.
You know me really well, so you know that that's true.
Total surprise.
But I had a really hard time naming it Dance Shack because I didn't want people to think that it was like this small, little, tiny thing in the corner.
Shack.
Yeah, And so I had to kind of get over that hump and realize that that's who I am, and that was, me, and it was
it.
okay.
The name becomes, it's important to have a good name. It's memorable, but it just becomes, it becomes who you are. And, when I was trying to come up with a name for this business, I first started with Nash Marketing, and I thought it'd be cool to have my name in it. But then I'm like, I don't really want it to say marketing because marketing is really not what we do. And I didn't want to be just tied to one thing. And then I'm like, do I really want to have my name? What if I want to sell it one day? Does it, is someone going to want to buy Nash Marketing? So then I came up with 11th Hour Marketing because I'm known for doing things at the last minute. And I thought that probably doesn't send a good message to the to the client. So then, I just started coming up with I saw trending during that time is a lot of businesses were coming up with just making up words like Hulu and Bing and Yahoo. These are not words, it's sounds almost, And so I had this motto, I want to help people grow their brand from A to Z. So I'm like, we'll just take the words AZ and make a new word, AZEE. Everybody asks, why the EE? Because I made up a word. And the moment I said that's the name, at first it was AZ Business Solutions. Well, first it was AZ Marketing Solutions. Then it was AZ Marketing. And then it became AZ Business Solutions. When I finally went and bought my DBA, did my LLC, it was AZ Business Solutions. And the very next day, I was like, buyer's remorse. Why did I name it that? That was so dumb. That's a dumb name. And, but then you just go with it. And now, people know it and they get it. It's a great conversation piece. But I always like to hear the science behind how people come up with their name, and it's kind of cool. So, all right. So tell us, so you said you offer 65 different classes. Mm-hmm. Is that 65 different types of dance or just different age groups of the same type of dance? How many, what do you guys offer?
It's a variety. So we do, let me see if I can name all these off. Tap, ballet, jazz, gymnastics, acro, tumbling, lyrical, modern, contemporary.
We do ballroom.
Hip hop. That's our big one. I don't even know how I forgot that one. And then we'll do private ballroom lessons, private majorette lessons.
That's 12. Is that the number?
Is that right? Yeah.
That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Micah, do we need to adjust her mic? Is she good? I feel like it's a little far away from her. It's coming through crisp. All right, good job.
I may just be moving away from it.
That's all right. She's getting closer to her comfort blanket, Ruben. Ruben gives her comfort. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to keep rolling with it. And the good thing is we're not even going to cut this. This is just what's great about podcasts.
All right.
We'll just keep rolling with it.
Let's
Micah
go.
needed some screen time, and so he's got it. Okay, so
So it's a variety of classes and different age groups offered in those styles of dance. We are right after school, so we'll start at 3 o'clock for our older girls that can get there at 3, and then we go until about 8, Monday through Thursday. So we jam all those classes into those
how
days.
many different studios do you have?
4.
So how old is your youngest student?
2.5.
Yeah, it's probably like 2.5, almost
How old's
3.
your oldest student?
60.
57?
67.
67.
Yeah,
Rav knows all the
67.
answers. It's great to have Rav in the studio today. So I mean, there's something for everybody, really. And I came in one day and I saw you teaching some couple how to do some ballroom dancing.
Yep, they were
I always
getting
thought
married.
that would be
Yeah.
fun. My wife's a great dancer. I like to think that I can move, but it's and then you see a video of it and you're like, ooh, that's pretty rough.
That looked a lot better.
No
than
rhythm, the whiteness is really revealed in me when I start to dance.
Come in, we
So,
can help you with
Yeah,
that.
we need to come do some.
We talked about
my
this
wife-
last
I know,
podcast,
we've
and
talked
you
about
still
it many
haven't been in.
times.
Yep.
My wife would probably enjoy learning some ballroom or, having me learn it. So
It's a good date
we
night.
just went to a wedding for one of our employees, Jana, and we had to do a slow dance, and
High school.
my palms were sweaty. it was definitely
Rock back.
my hands were on her shoulders and her hips, and she just kept saying, just go with it. Just go with the music. I'm
You're
like,
like,
what
I
does that
am.
even mean? I think I am. You're not feeling this, babe? Like, what's going on? Like, everyone's looking at you right now. Like, look at who you're dancing with. And she wasn't feeling it. So, so I got to learn. Just so for those rare moments when I'm with the wife, I could just wow her. I almost feel like I should just get them by myself. And then the next time we're you remember that show, Footloose?
Oh, yeah.
With the guy, the farm boy that learns how to dance, and then
There's the dance floor.
and then his girl is all impressed. That's that's my dream moment right there. So I need to learn how to dance privately. Danica, plug your ears. She won't watch. She never watches my podcast. She's like, I hear you talk all the time. I don't need to hear it more. So and then we go to a wedding, and all of a sudden I'm just clearing out the dance floor. I'm like, I got this, everybody.
Busting out your moves. I like
That'd be
it.
amazing.
Well, this is now the
would
second
help
time
me
I've
with the crock pot.
invited you to come to
I don't think he
Inside
likes
joke.
us. I don't think
to
he
come to
trusts
take
us.
dance lessons, and this is the second podcast I've done for you. So
Publicly.
I feel like you owe me now.
Have you ever just taught one person?
Yeah.
Do I need to have someone there?
No,
We've done dads trying to surprise their daughters.
Oh, for the
a
daddy-daughter
wedding.
thing?
Yep, daddy and
Yeah.
daughter. Or their wife.
The only cool thing about it, though, is because you are married, it's a really great date night. It really is. And there was
If
times.
she's not there. It's not a date night.
Right. Right. But
Are you asking me on a date?
on the other aspect,
Ruben, is this all right with you? Your wife just asked me on a date.
Hey, I'm cool.
if you invited her in to do it,
I really want to surprise her.
okay.
I really want the moment. I'm not joking. To me, to be at the wedding and then just all of a sudden everyone's like, man, this old guy can move.
Yeah.
At that point, it's not even about impressing my wife. It's about impressing the room.
So you're looking to do a solo. You're not looking to
She's
do
the
it together.
accessory.
She'll be
piece,
part of it.
yeah.
But
Okay.
then I just want to go into a solo choreographed, ask the DJ to play the song that we work on.
Okay.
It's a whole moment.
Throw a
The thing is,
couple
I'll
high
probably
kicks in
chicken
there.
out when that moment actually happens, but I really think we should try this.
All right.
And I'm saying it publicly, but you just can't let me, I get busy, So, anyways, moving back to you guys. I'm not trying to make this about my dreams, but you might be able to help them come true. So you guys now have a new building,
Yep.
and you were right on M21 above a couple different businesses that changed several times. You're on the second floor for a lot of years,
Yeah.
12, 13 years.
Yep.
And you just moved to the old J.C. Penney building. Tell us about your new space and what that's been like.
Want to go?
Yeah, space is amazing. It's double the square footage that we had at our previous spot. 28 stairs less to get to the entrance,
That's
which is
nice.
amazing.
Not getting as many steps in.
No,
when
we
you're on
got
the dance floor.
4 big rooms. It's just the ability to accommodate pretty much everybody is really nice.
2 entrances, which
Yep.
is wonderful.
Yes.
2 bathrooms in our studio, and then in the common area, the building has a set of restrooms too. So that makes it really great when you have 365 people using the bathroom. And
Right.
Yeah, trying
So
to
what
look
is the
something up.
most, what is the largest number of students you could have taken in your old building?
Probably I think we're at the max before we moved, to be honest. Probably like around 212, 218.
And you still don't really know what the max is yet, what this studio could do.
I try to push it all the time. On
Yeah,
my
push
teachers.
the limits. I
How
love
many
it.
kids can we get in your
Take
class?
it to the limit. Okay, so what can, people who are watching who have children that want to dance, or maybe they want to learn to dance, or they want to do an adult hip hop class or whatever, what can they expect? So what can they expect as they come in, and how do they start to figure out how they can be a part of the whole thing?
So we have a really great website that somebody
It's awesome.
we know produced for us. You can
Lots
go on
of
the
pink.
website, and there's a little button that says register now. You can click on that. You create an account. And then in that account, we offer a free app. So you could download the app. And the app's really awesome because once you register for classes, so you click on that button, you'll put your information in, a list of classes will drop down for your student's age. So it's not going to give you any classes that they're not able to take.
Yeah.
It's only going to give you the classes that they're able
cool.
to take. And then once you do that and you have the app, you have everything right there at your fingertips. So any notes that we send out, your class schedule, their costumes, their music, their anything that we do
Even
at the studio,
choreography's on there.
choreography is right there at your fingertips. So they have access to everything. Our enrollment contracts, all of just any information you could possibly need for the entire season is right there at your fingertips. So
Very cool.
that's
Completely
really awesome.
changed the game and how we
Yeah, that's
run
awesome.
our business.
It's awesome.
For sure.
Look at you guys all techie now.
We were
Try.
looking
It's
back.
amazing.
We were
I
just
think
talking
AZ
about
made
this.
us do that. Or there's a company called 11th,
Well, I will
11th
say
Hour.
11th hour.
11th
I will
Hour?
say it is the pinkest website I've ever designed.
Yeah.
Lots of pink. Yeah, I felt like a Barbie girl making that website.
I know Karen from Agnew Graphics did some pink stuff for us too, and she was super
yeah.
excited about being able to do like
They do like a
girly
lot of
stuff.
construction companies.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
she's like, I
Yeah.
get to make some pink stuff.
Yep.
yeah.
So she was pumped about that.
And pink's like your signature color, right?
I mean,
It's like a hot pink. Neon pink. Neon
We
hot
should have
pink.
all wore pink today. I actually thought about seeing if I had like a pink shirt because I know Ashley likes pink. I don't own anything pink really. I have something that has a little bit of pink in it, but
Well, you can borrow something from
they
me.
say
for sure.
real men wear pink, but that must not be true because I'm a real man and I don't have any pink. So
we'll get
Salmon
you some.
pink.
you give me some? All right. See if I can pull it off. So we talked about this earlier. You guys are the winners of our review rally. Congratulations to the audience. Round of
Thank you,
applause.
Thank you.
So we, Casey, our sales and marketing director, who is also part of the Ashleigh's Dance Shack team, does all your guys' mixes and DJ stuff for your recitals. He's been with you guys for a long time. He's also part of Team AZ, and he decided to come up with a. He called it a community action campaign where we just encourage local residents to go online and write reviews about people and places they've had a 5-star experience with it. And man, a lot of people have had a 5-star experience with Ashleigh's Dance Shack. You guys won. Do you know how many reviews you ended up getting?
Honestly, I don't.
Was it like 60?
It was almost 60, I believe. And
Yeah,
then
I
like
think it was almost
really
60.
close to you guys. Do you guys know who was second?
Was it Apple Tree Lane?
Greg and Lou's.
Oh.
Greg and Lou's.
Greg and Lou's had like 3 or 4 less than you. I mean, they were
Oh, no
close.
way.
They were inching up. Yeah, they got a bunch. Overall, we had like over 400 reviews written for local businesses in our community.
That's
So
amazing.
great.
And it was just good to see, like, because a lot of times you have a great experience at a place and you tell other people about it. You've never taken the time to actually write a review. And I thought it turned out really, really cool. I was really pleased with how Casey executed that. And it just got people saying good things about our local businesses, which, as you guys know, is so important. So to you guys, like, how important is it to have good reviews online?
Honestly, it was more about the feedback that we were getting. That's really important to me. I think you can't fix a problem unless you know it exists.
Right.
And so I'm really open communication with all of my parents and everything. But that tends to bring only the issues that need to be addressed and not necessarily the things that
Positive, yeah, like
People
those
love.
yes, that they
experience.
love. And so reading those reviews, I mean, it was incredibly humbling. My entire staff was just, I mean, our hearts grew a million times, really. It was just wonderful to see that we are making an impact, that we're making a difference, and that these kids love what they're doing and that they love it as much as we love teaching them.
Yeah.
So that, to me, was like everything.
That's awesome. Well, American Express recently did a study that showed that almost 70% of people look online before they make a purchase, go to eat somewhere, looking for a dance studio. Where the place they go is they look online. Like, And they said that out of those 70% of people, that over 50% of those people will actually book or register online if that's an option, which means you never even get a chance to talk to them and sell how great you are.
Yep.
They're basing that solely upon what they read about you and see about you online. They say that 99.8% of those people said that they made their decision based on consumer reviews. So you never got the chance to answer and say, thank you for calling Ashleigh's Dance Shack, and then answer their questions. They searched dance studios in my area. They found 2 or 3. They clicked on, what's this Ashleigh's Dance Shack with all these great reviews. They looked at your website and said, okay, they look like they know what they're doing. They must love pink. They see they have a lot of offerings, and then they click, well, they say all these great things about themselves. What do other customers say about them? And they click the reviews and they say, wow, look at all these people. And so, man, I encourage people today, like, if you're going to have a business, your online presence is so vitally important, because if that many people are making their decision without ever calling you, then how many people are going somewhere else because you have a bad website, or you have bad reviews, or you have, out of date information, because it tells them it's not, or it says you're open at this time and they come there and you're closed. Like, those things are so important, and people don't realize how many customers they're turning away just by not taking care of that digital presence. And sometimes it's, what you experience with a customer or with a business in person is very different than what you experience online. So, like, somebody might come in and have this wonderful experience about your business, but they never get a chance to know about it because when they looked for you online, it was not a good experience. So, obviously this is what we do, is why I encourage people to do it, not just because we want to help them, but because, man, you can't survive today in business if you're not taking care of those things. And it's so vitally important. So to me, what I loved about the review rally is we know here that those 400 plus reviews are going to bring new customers to those businesses. It will. We know that it will. And that's amazing to be a part of that. So congratulations on the win. I know you guys get either a free promo video or a day with me, which I think you guys already chose a day with me, right?
You.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer, obviously, but we're actually going to give you guys both.
Yeah.
I'm going to credit a lot of our growth to you, because
Me?
Yes,
Yeah?
you
Oh,
came to
wow.
us, said you need a website, and here we had gone years and years and years without a website because it was all word of mouth, and we were doing okay. We thought, it is what it is. It's all right. We don't need that. We got that website, and we went from having an open house where people would have to physically come in and sign up on one specific day. Like, you only have this one day to come in and sign up. It's first come, first serve. We're writing people on a piece of paper. We're organizing them through paperwork. We're lucky if we do a spreadsheet, but at the end of the day, there's no way to keep track of all that without physically doing all of that. We're going through filing cabinets and filing everybody, all of our students one by one.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It was a ton of work. And so then this website brought about new opportunities for us to be able to enroll online. And you don't realize how many people, like you said, don't pick up the phone. They don't want to call. I know that my niece's generation, I'll be like, hey, can you order a pizza? No, I'm not doing that.
Order online.
I'm going to order online.
I don't get that either.
Is this quicker and faster for everybody?
Well, and they
it's
don't like
quicker
to
to
talk on the
call.
phone.
Me too. Like, I don't know.
But they don't like to talk on the phone.
Oh, I know.
And so
That's
it's
crazy.
That generation just shies away from it, and you have to stay relevant with that kind
You
of
have to.
stuff. And so even though I like to talk on the phone, that generation doesn't. And that generation is the one that's, having kids right now and putting them in dance class and stuff. So long story short, I attribute a lot of our growth to
Well, I
you.
appreciate that. It's great to hear that from a customer, because we know that and we believe that, and it's great to see in real time a customer or client experiencing that. And we don't just say things here to push product, or we've never done that. We truly don't ever tell a business owner you should do this if we don't think it's really going to help them. And so the investment that you guys made, and I don't even remember how much it was, but certainly there has been a return on that investment, whatever it was. And so, man, if you're watching and you're like, know that you should have a better social media presence, or should have a website, or should have some content, some good reviews, like, get going on it today. Reach out if you need to, but it's something that people have to do. I'm glad to know that it's helping you guys, and we love being a part of it. We love being a part of it. And, of course, I would say, too, that you could have a great website and all the bells and whistles, but if people come to your business and it's garbage, that's not going to help. So the fact that you have a good digital presence that also matches an incredible business, it's a perfect marriage. So way to go, guys. So then, before we get into our 50 questions, just what is it that you want people to know? What is going on with Ashleigh's Dance Shack today that you want the community to know about?
Well, we started those adult classes, so I'd like to encourage everybody to come take a little bit of time for themselves. I think, and I'm going to gear directly towards women of my age. We're moms, we're wives, we're busy,
in their 20s.
We're working. Oh yeah, in their 20s. It's a constant go, go, go where there isn't a whole lot of time for ourselves. And it's a really great opportunity not only to come get your cardio in, because you don't even realize you're doing it at the end of the day, but to bond with other women that are going through the same thing that you're going through. And it's not exclusively for women. It's for men as well. But it's just an opportunity to
overdance.
I'm teaching that side.
It's an opportunity to break away from the monotony of life and just kind of have a little bit of time for yourself. So it's a 45-minute class where you're going to exercise, you're going to be able to bond with other people that have similar interests and have fun and get back to being cool. I forgot what that was like.
Yeah.
I really did. Like,
I never
there's
lost
times.
it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No idea. Tony, you?
I remember what it's like. I feel like I'm still there, My kids do not think I'm cool at all. But, I think they're wrong.
They don't know cool yet.
We really don't know what cool is. That's what you're describing is we think we know what's cool because what was cool when we were younger, but we're not younger anymore, and what we think is cool, we just bring it back, right?
Yeah.
Well, and our class is going to be like 2000s. So it's going to be that my generation, my age group, that was the cool stuff when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it sounds like
bring it
fun.
back.
Bunch of ladies bonding over dance.
We also have all boys hip hop by request. We started
boy
this
bands.
Just all boys class.
Bye, bye, bye.
So we started this right before 2020.
Yep.
And it was a hit, but then it just kind of fizzled out after COVID hit, and we never really brought it back. We had to move. Everything was super crazy. So then we kept getting requests for it. And we have a lot of boys that dance at the studio, but they're all scattered throughout their age groups. And so we had, my cousin actually came to me, and she's like, my son really loves it, but he would love to have some other boys in the class.
Yeah.
And he was the only one in that age group in that particular class. So we started an all-boys hip-hop, and it has taken off.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Ruben
They're having a
teaches
lot
that
of
class.
fun.
I do, actually.
I'm told that there is some footage out there of Ruben dancing on TikTok, and I went and looked for it, and I couldn't find it. But you guys have to show me that.
After the podcast is over and you can't broadcast out.
Sounds good. We can always splice it in. This is not a live podcast. So. Well, I enjoyed during COVID, you guys were doing some TikTok dances, the two of you. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Not by choice, but yes,
that was a
doing
lot
that.
of fun. I enjoyed it. So I subscribed.
If you look at our Ashleigh's Dance Shack TikTok, Ruben is pulled into a lot of those as well.
A good sport.
He's surrounded by a lot of females that don't give him much of a choice.
No,
so
there's no choices
He
here.
participates
There's
in all
none.
the fun.
Well, he's a good sport.
Yes, he is.
He's a good sport. Well, okay, so we're going to have a little bit more time at the end for you guys to plug Ashleigh's Dance Shack or whatever you want to plug. And we're going to have you tell everybody where to find you, how to find you, and who you're looking for. But before we go, we are going to do a new segment for this season that we've introduced called 50 Questions. These are rapid-fire questions. We just go through these, and we get to know Ashleigh and Ruben just real fast, and everything about you guys. So there will be no more secrets after this podcast.
okay.
So are you ready for that?
Pineapple.
All right. We're going to start with Ruben. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Ruben, real tough question here.
Okay.
How did you start your day today?
32 ounce, chugging some water and taking some
Right in the morning, you drink full 32 ounces?
full 32 ounces, like right
Every
when I wake
day.
up. Every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Like
How
try
long
to
does
make
that
it
take?
like lukewarm. I got to the point, it took me like 4 months, but now I can just
No.
chug it.
How long does it take you to chug the water?
Oh,
He
like-
slams it all at once.
Yeah, all at once. Probably like 20 seconds maybe.
What? I have to see this.
It builds
You
up to
chugged
it.
32 ounces of water in
Yeah.
20. Oh my goodness.
It took me like 3 months
We're
to
never
get
going to
it
get
down.
past this question. I'm so amazed right now. This is incredible.
It took some, was it Magic Mind? Is that what it's like a nootropic, like little green energy something drink? And I just take that with it, the cup of coffee, and boom.
32 ounces of water in 20
Right.
seconds. I'm blown away.
He
blown away.
started
Let's wrap it
this-
up. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. That's the
That's
show.
all. That is the question. That is it. Thank
amazing.
you very much.
We know everything we need to know now. That's amazing. All right, we'll move to Ashleigh. We need to talk after the show because I'm trying to drink a gallon of water every day,
Ooh, that's like, yeah.
and it takes me like all day. Like sometimes it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just chugging water to get through my my gallon, and then I'm up peeing all night. So
Hit it first thing in the morning, and you will be amazed at your energy level.
I'm really thirsty in the morning. I can't imagine just rolling out of bed and just throwing back 32 ounces of water.
Never, ever was a water drinker. Ashley yelled at me all the time. Did you drink any water? I'm like, no. Did you drink water today? No, I didn't drink any water
Jar
today.
this month.
I'm like, nothing.
Wow, that's incredible. All right, Ashleigh, if you could spend the day with anyone in the world, who would that be?
My family.
All right, and what would you do? It's supposed to be one person. You get one person. If you could spend one day with one person, who is that person?
You could say
We try to think outside the family. I mean, we understand you love Ruben. Who doesn't? He's amazing.
I spend every day with him.
But like you get one day like to spend with anyone in the world, who would it be?
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. What would you do with
Legit
Ted Lasso?
Oh, I just listen to him. I'd say, let's go do whatever. I'm sure he'd come up with something.
All right. I keep hearing that. This is like the third podcast in a row where someone told me this Ted Lasso thing.
You've
you not
never
seen it?
Ted Lasso?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's a must watch.
We're done. We're done. Get up.
Ruben and I are going to go drink 32 ounces of water and watch some episodes of Ted Lasso.
Just watching it, you will be a better person when you're done.
You
with
will.
it. Yes.
You will.
That's pretty hard for me to be a better person. So
will.
I'm excited about that. Okay, Ruben, as a girl dad, which do you love playing with more? Barbies or Disney princesses?
I like Disney princesses because I can, play different characters.
You
I
could
would
be
say.
Prince Charming?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I could be Prince Charming when we play these with the girls. I didn't know this. I don't have to be
You got to be
Ariel.
the hero of the story. Yes.
I don't have to be Moana.
You don't have to be one of the princesses, Ruben. Okay, so then as a dance dad, how many times a week do you have to watch your daughters practice in the living room?
I can't. There's no number.
Constant.
It's just constant.
Yeah.
My girls are doing it when they're waiting to go to the bathroom, waiting for me
I
to make
dance
them a
when I'm waiting
sandwich.
to go to the
It's
bathroom
like-
also.
That's just what it is.
Ashleigh, what was your favorite style of dance growing up?
So and I don't even know if my dance instructor made this up or if it was actually a style, but it was called jazznastics. And so it was a little bit of
Jazznastics.
jazz and a little bit of gymnastics. Super upbeat, super fun,
Flippity flips.
exciting.
What's your favorite style of dance now?
Hip hop.
Hip hop, hooray. All right, this is Ashleigh again. What's the biggest thing that has changed from having 100 to 200 students to now 300 plus?
Speed.
Speed.
Everything's a lot quicker, faster.
Ruben, what is the one thing that has remained the same that you've expected to change?
I think definitely the relationships that we still have with our parents, for sure. So
Not your-
trying to keep that.
Not your physical parents, but the parents of the students.
Yeah.
We thought our parents were going to hate us, but we still love them.
They still love
They
me.
still love us. Okay, so then Ashleigh, this is a very important question. Who would win in a dance-off between you and Ruben?
Oh, Ruben, of course.
down.
Think so? Yeah. All right, we have to see that. Ashleigh, again, what is one big misconception about your dance studio that you would like people to know?
Just because we have fun doesn't mean that we're not learning.
Serious about dance.
Yep.
Ruben, what have you done for the first time lately?
Ooh, I'd say taking nootropics.
Oh, that's that drink thing? We're
Yeah.
going back to the water? I love it.
Check it out.
Check it out.
I want to try it out. If I can get through 32 ounces in the first 10, 20 seconds of my day, I'm going to be winning. In 10 years, Rube, what will you regret doing way too much of?
Probably sitting down and drinking coffee
And watching TikTok.
and watching TikTok for the
Yeah.
first 20 minutes of my day
TikTok is so
after
addictive.
drinking that water.
Ashleigh, if you could resurrect one person from history and place them in today's world, who would it be?
That's a tough
That's
one.
tough. I'm glad I didn't get that question.
Bob Hope,
That's a good one. That's a really good one. What's your favorite thing about Owasso?
the community.
Ruben, what's your perfect dessert?
We actually had my mom make it today. Apple crisp pie.
Apple crisp pie.
Oh, yeah.
And what is the strangest nickname you've ever been given?
Butter buns.
Butter buns?
Yep.
And it was not me that gave it to him, I promise.
Can we elaborate? Butter buns.
Butter buns.
This is all I'm going to call you from here on out.
This is
up,
my
butter
fear.
buns?
I was like, do I have to be honest or can I just make up something?
See, you said that you walk around town and people are like, hey, it's Ashleigh's Dance Shack. But now they're going to be going, hey, it's butter buns.
It was a nickname I got when I was very little. I don't even know where it originated from, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I sat on a stick of butter. I don't
Don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe you put a lot of butter on the buns that, you were given.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you
I
just
do-
had silky smooth butt cheeks.
I'm gonna pull for that one.
I do have to tell you though, when we were first dating, and I'm like
Oh,
15
no.
years old, we go to the movies, and I mean, maybe we'd hung out 2 or 3 times, and all of a sudden Ruben walks in, and his cousin goes, "Butter buns,
Hey, butter buns.
butter buns."
That's
And it
amazing.
was like an opening, like premiere of like I mean, what movies? The movie theater was the old school,
Full.
like waiting room was full, and it was this ginormous Mexican man, 6'2", yelling over everybody, "Butter bun!"
Incredible.
And she's
Incredible.
telling me, she's like, "Who's she talking to?" I'm like, "I have no idea."
I don't know. It's not
Just
me.
keep
I
walking.
just know it's not me.
Just keep walking.
Ashley, what is the most important quality that a successful person should have?
Kindness.
And then what is a daily habit that everyone should do?
Daily habit. I got nothing.
No daily habits?
No.
Not
Drink your 32 ounces of water.
get up, put on some gangster
That's
rap,
the
drink
gangster
some coffee.
music.
I mean, that is actually, I just didn't think I could say that again.
Oh, of course. That's got to be on brand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ruben, you're a pizza and wing guy like myself. What's your go-to pizza topping? Or
Bacon.
toppings? Bacon.
Bacon.
And favorite chicken wing flavor?
Gosh, it's the sweet chili glaze.
Sweet chili glaze.
I feel like I
Interesting.
could answer all these questions.
You
for
can.
Yeah.
You can.
So maybe we should do like a newlywed game next time because you guys will be on here again. So we got to talk about wings for a second because I am the wing guy.
It's almost lunch and it's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I actually went to a place recently called Wing Snob, and I thought like
I've
people
heard
have
of
called
this.
me a wing snob, so I got to try it. It wasn't that great. But do you like boneless wings or bone-in wings?
It all depends how you make your wings.
No, it doesn't.
I like bone in.
Okay,
I'm a
good.
bone-in guy.
Good. Okay, we can still be friends. I always say boneless wings are not wings; they're chicken nuggets, and
They
there's
are.
nothing wrong with chicken nuggets.
No.
But like my kids, when we go to a restaurant, if they want boneless wings, I make them call them like I'll have the honey barbecue chicken nuggets. I don't let them call them wings because
not.
they're not wings;
They're
they're
not.
chicken nuggets. But okay, we're on the same page there. Ashley, what is, in your opinion, the most overused dance song ever?
This year, it will be Barbie. Hands down.
Barbie Girl
Guaranteed.
by
Barbie
Aqua.
Girl.
It'll be
Or is
the
it a new
Barbie,
Barbie
from
song?
the soundtrack.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, you should check
'cause
it
I'm
out.
a man.
It's cute.
Because I'm a man.
When I was growing up, when a man went and saw a Barbie movie, that's how he got a. That's how your kids got a stepdad. That's a quote from a different podcast.
That's the cool.
Yes, but I have not seen Barbie movie, and I probably will not.
Neither
so,
have I.
Ryan Gosling's in it.
yes,
He's great.
Doesn't change my. That's all right. It's great. I love Ryan Gosling, but I will not be seeing Barbie movie unless my daughters really wrote me into it, which probably won't happen.
I probably shouldn't say I've already seen it because of my
That's all right.
It was
That's
a
all
funny
right.
movie, okay?
Which one of your daughters is most like you, and which one is most like Ruben?
Rava is Ruben.
Oh, yeah.
To a T, and Ruby is me.
All right, to a T. Like they're just like
Ruby
Yep.
is a rule follower. She is very soft-hearted. She gets her feelings hurt really easily. Rava is, she's our second child.
I was just out of control. So I'll take credit for
love it.
that.
I love
No,
it.
she is very she's a loving, caring, wonderful child, but she is hyper and excited about
She's
everything.
witty.
She's going to be amazing. She's going to
smart,
rule the world.
She's funny. She's always on all the time.
On the point.
Love it. Ruben, what's your favorite sport?
Football.
Favorite way to spend a Sunday?
Watching Detroit Lions kill it with my girls.
All right.
He's got Ruby watching football now.
See, if you can get the girls to watch football, then it's okay for you to watch Barbie.
It is.
movie.
That means we can get extra snacks. We can get extra wings.
There you go. I love it.
I got to do it.
Ashleigh, describe yourself as a kid.
Hyper.
What was it that you loved about school, and what did you hate about school?
I loved the band. I was a majorette in the band, and I was on the dance team. And obviously, those are after-school curriculars, but I really have a lot of great memories from that. And then I did
Obviously
not.
shaped who you are today.
Yeah, I mean, really. I did not like getting up early.
Yes, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons I started my own business, but I ended up getting up early anyways. Ruben, what advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
Were we dating then?
Yes.
Run. Run fast.
Run fast. That's hilarious.
Just kidding.
We know you guys love each other. 20 years. It's a long time.
It is.
It's a long time.
It is.
Not
when you have the right person.
Ooh,
Right?
totally redeemed yourself. Ruben, we'll get you out of this one. What is the first time you truly felt successful?
When you asked me to be on this podcast.
Hey, moving up. Moving up in the
Moving
world.
up in the world.
Ashleigh, what is a must-read book?
You asked me this last time, and I still think, excuse me, Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover.
a great
I feel like everybody should give that a read, whether you do it or not, just to,
Get your mindset.
yes,
Yeah.
get your mindset in that same,
Yeah. What's your favorite podcast?
this one, of course.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. Ruben, if you were stranded on a desert island with one album for the rest of your life, this is a man who hears a lot of music at work. It's music all
This is
day.
all day.
So you're on an island, you get one album. What's it going to be?
Ooh.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Is that part of the movie?
No.
No.
It's not.
Thank God.
How do you not incorporate that into the movie? That's a branding fail in my opinion.
Thanks for giving me some time to think, too.
You're welcome.
I'd say Kanye West's Graduation album.
Ooh, now we're talking. Good choice. I lost my spot here. Ashleigh, what is a must binge TV series?
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
I cannot. I'm still floored right now.
Well, you're the second person or third person that said that to that answer.
This
so
is amazing.
I got to get there. I like comedy. I like Jason Sudeikis, so I feel like I probably would like it.
It's a great show.
I don't like soccer, but
It's yeah.
Right.
You may after you're done watching this
won't.
series.
I won't.
You'll just want a mustache too.
I do want a mustache. My son's inspired me over there.
I like it. That's Ted Lasso right there.
Ruben, what is a movie that you could watch over and over again?
Oh man, I can watch
Barbie movie.
the Barbie movie.
I'm sorry, Butterbuns. I'm sorry, Butterbuns.
Oh my God. Avengers Endgame.
Ooh,
I can watch that over. and
now we're
over.
talking. We love the Marvel movies. I feel like they're
Epic.
really starting to they need to something
They need
needs
to bring-
to happen.
they need to go back
They've
to-
gone downhill, but something
Yeah.
need to come back. But that was such a perfect crescendo to all those movies. Great
great.
movie. Ashleigh, if Hollywood made a movie about you, I wonder what that movie would be called, but that's not the question. Who would you like to see cast as you?
Who would I like to see? Gosh. I've had some people tell me that the girl from Parks and Recreation, I don't know her name, the blonde, she's really funny. She's a
Amy
comedian.
Poehler?
Yes.
There you go.
I could see it.
That
I could see it.
I remind them of her.
I don't know that
in
you guys
that
look alike,
show.
but she's funny. Yeah.
I wouldn't describe myself as funny, but there's something about that show that people say that
Okay.
I remind them of
Amy
her.
Poehler. Ruben, who would you want to see cast as you?
God, there's a long list. You know,
Ooh,
we got,
can I answer this
we
question?
got Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. We got Ryan Gosling.
Lots of Hispanics there in that list.
When they get tan, you know, they probably resemble me a little bit.
Yeah. The Rock, of course.
The Rock,
striking
yeah.
resemblance.
Kevin Hart, probably because of the height.
Yes. A mix of Kevin Rock and the Heart.
Yes.
That's Ruben.
That's right here.
Who would you like to see Ruben cast as?
For my own personal benefit,
Yeah.
AC Slater.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Mario Lopez.
Mario
I'll take
Lopez.
that.
Yeah, I
I'll
can
take
see
that.
I'll
take that.
He ages so well.
He does,
still
right?
looks
We
like he's
do. We
25
do
years.
age well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So who do you want to play your wife?
Be careful.
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
Is that my question? Technically, if that's a question,
She said she wants to see Mario Lopez play you.
I mean, if I have to be married to somebody, that's my choice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change
That
anything.
wasn't the question, but
I wouldn't change anything.
it wasn't your celebrity crush, but now we know the answer to that as well.
She did want to become an actress, I think, my wife, so I still pick her.
She play herself?
Yes.
All right. All right. Ruben's earning some points today.
I ain't coming back on this podcast. This is trouble. This is trouble right here.
All right. Ashleigh, who was the most influential dancer in your lifetime?
Shirley Temple.
Really?
Yes.
That's a surprising answer.
I used to be obsessed with her when I was little. I'd watch all her movies.
Love that. Ruben, if you weren't the face, this is a Casey question. If you weren't the face that runs the place at ADS, what would you want to be?
What would I want to be?
Yeah, like if you didn't have to, like, you know, run everything the day to day, what would you want to do outside
I
of
would want to
Ashleigh's
be a
Dance Shack?
podcast host. There you go.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make this happen.
Let's make it happen, man. I think you should have your own podcast.
Well, we'll talk about salary and then.
Call it the Butter Buns Podcast. The Butter Buns Experience.
Let's butter those buns, guys.
Yes. And remember, don't forget to butter your buns.
Toasted.
Yes. I'm down for it.
Oh God.
I think you should have a podcast, though. We'll talk later. Ashleigh, what does winning the review rally, we kind of talked about this already, but personally, what does winning the review rally mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I already touched base on that, but just the feedback, the positive feedback, the impact that we've made, it was really heartfelt. I mean, it was amazing.
If you had one last meal, what are you eating?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza? Is there a specific place that you want to get it from and toppings?
I like Main Street. I really
What are
like
you getting
Main
on it?
Street. I used to be like the pineapple ham girl, and now I'm like meat lovers.
Thank God.
Something changed there.
Pepperoni, mushroom, extra cheese. That's the ticket. That's
He's
the
allergic
ticket.
to mushrooms, so we can't have
Right,
mushrooms
it's
in our
worth
house.
it. It's worth it. He'll
I like
flush
the
it out
pepperoni
with
cheese.
32 ounces. Just take a bite and then just chug 32 ounces of water.
Maybe I should have been like, hey, I drink a small glass of water in the morning.
Ashleigh, what is success to you?
Family.
Ruben, what is one random fact about you besides your nickname?
Besides your nickname. I'm a Marvel nerd.
Yes. Yeah. Me too. You know, it's funny that I'm a Marvel nerd, but I've never read a comic book.
There's been a few I have, but I'm more of like, I guess, like the cinematic.
I feel like if you're a diehard comic book fan, then you don't love the movies.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, they ruined it. It was supposed to be
Yeah, that's
this.
what
You know,
you
that's
hear.
what the
Supposed to go
nerds
left,
really
not
come out,
right.
you know. So I feel like because I love the movies, I won't like the comic books.
Yeah.
You know, like that, you know, people say the book was better. I don't know how that's possible, but I would just say the movie was better than the comic book.
Fair.
Ashleigh, what is the most annoying thing that Ruben does?
Chews with his mouth open.
There was no hesitation.
There was. Thanks for pausing.
She was like answering before I even got the question out.
She's like, his face. Thanks.
So your turn, Ruben. What is the most annoying thing that Ashleigh does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ooh.
See, there's some hesitation, so she already knew what hers was.
He knew what
She
mine
has the
was.
right to do this, by all means.
She has the right to
By
do
all means, she has the right to do what I'm about to say is constantly reminding me of things that I have to get done. But in all
like
fairness, she has to.
She's like your calendar.
yeah.
All right. Both of you. So I had the privilege of officiating your wedding. How many years ago?
We got married in
2014.
2014.
Oh, that was good. You guys
10
both said
years
the
is
same
coming
year.
up.
10 years.
Yeah.
You're going to do a celebration?
You'll
10
be
year
there,
anniversary?
I think.
Yeah, I'll be there, yes.
Someone
So I don't really officiate weddings anymore. It wasn't my favorite thing. I did enjoy your guys's, however. But I always used to say if I was going to officiate their wedding, and I think I've done 5, but all 5 couples are still together, which I'm super pumped about that. But I always used to require like 3 to 4 counseling sessions. So what was the most memorable advice you received from T. Nash? Man, 10 years ago I was what? 33 years old, didn't know anything. but I'm out here giving marriage advice.
Oh my God.
What's the most memorable advice that you guys have applied that has kept you together for all these 10 years?
Well, I wouldn't
What's
say
the
it
age
kept
group
us
for the
together.
audience at
Yeah.
this region?
Are we allowed to talk about this?
I can't be responsible for this. We don't have to go into detail, but what was it?
Crock pot versus a microwave.
Yes. So men are like a microwave.
Explain it.
Women are like a crock pot. If you'd like to know what that means, reach out to me. I probably, for the right price, will tell you. But it's an analogy that I've obviously remembered because they've brought it up to me several times.
I'll never forget it.
And it will help your marriage, I promise you. If you know that your woman is like a crock pot, and women, if you know that your man is like a microwave, it will help through a lot of problems.
This is so funny.
And that's the PG version of that story. All right. I'm glad you guys remembered that. What is your biggest piece of advice, this is for both of you, for kids wanting to get into dance?
Just go for it. Take the leap.
Go for it.
Yep.
Leap for the stars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd say the same thing. Don't be scared. We got a spot for you.
Yep.
We'll take students that maybe are 15 years old who've never danced a day in their life. We got a spot for you.
Yep.
Figure it out. All right.
You don't have to be a lifer with it. If you want to try it out
Try it out.
and you
Give it a
like it
taste.
for the year and you're like, did my just, I'm not going to come back.
Perfect.
More power to you.
Meet you at where you're at. Ruben, if you could broadcast a message to the entire world right now, what would it be?
Come dance at Ashleigh's Dance Shack.
That's it?
Yes.
No matter where you're at in
no
the
matter
world?
where I'm at.
I really thought it was going to be Go Lions, but
That too.
This is our year, is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
that
go.
lost last week. Oh, that was disheartening.
2 weeks ago. We
2 weeks
lost
ago,
it. Yes.
I meant 2 weeks ago,
Don't
yeah.
scare me. All right. 2-1. 2-1 right now.
And then, Ruben, again, what is your proudest achievement?
Proudest achievement. Being, I don't know. What do you?
being married to me.
That was going to be the go-to.
Yeah.
Proudest achievement. I guess, it's going to sound really corny, but being a dad.
Why does that sound corny? That's a great
I don't
answer.
know. I don't want to be,
There's nothing more natural than loving your children. Like sometimes you got to make yourself love Ashleigh, and sometimes
Yeah.
she's got to make herself love you.
It's a reminder.
That's just life, right? Like
Yeah.
you care about that person, but sometimes you don't like them. You love them, but you're like, man, how did I end up with this
Oh, yeah.
person? Right? That's real. That happens. But man, with your kids, it's just that doesn't happen.
It's natural.
You just love them, even though they're annoying and they're making
They're
a mess
needy.
and they need you in the middle of the night. They can't
Yeah.
tie their own shoes. They can't
wash their hands
think for
sometimes.
themselves. Yeah, but you just love them.
You love 'em no matter what.
And it doesn't mean it's not hard, but it's the most natural love that there is.
Yeah.
So being a dad, that's a great achievement. And the fact that you have good kids that love you and that you watch the Barbie movie with, I mean, that's amazing,
I play Moana. And
Yeah.
Sometimes I can be Elsa, but mostly I'm Anna.
You're an Anna.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the girls want to be.
I
Elsa.
see myself as an Elsa. Yeah. And I've watched all the movies. I have watched all the Disney princess movies with my daughters. We just watched The Little Mermaid. It was great.
I watched that too.
It was great. I just haven't watched the Barbie movie. I just feel like I can't get
you
there.
talking about it so much.
I
I
know.
think you
think
want
I
to watch it. I
There's
think
a-
you
it's
want
like
to watch
there's this
it now.
pull, right? Like,
Yeah.
I
Like,
really want to watch
I
it,
got
but
you
like
in
the
there.
way I was raised, like you can't watch that.
Yes,
You're
you
a man,
can.
So
I'm gonna have Ruby
struggling.
call you and
I have an
invite you
internal
over.
struggle. Maybe if I watch it with another dude.
There is funny parts in it that I'm like, there's adult humor in it.
Yeah.
That will go over the kids' heads, but
Okay.
adult humor is funny
Perfect.
for sure.
All right, I will consider it. All right.
He's gonna watch it right after this.
Ashleigh, what is something important that you've learned in your life that will help other people be successful?
Stay true to who you are. Don't let the masses stop you from being exactly who you want to be.
Great advice. That is great advice. It's so important in the social media environment that we live in, as we're always kind of looking at what everybody else is doing and maybe trying to compare ourselves or compare our business or compare our family or compare our marriage or whatever. And just be true to you. It's a hard thing to do today because never in history have we had so much access to what other people are doing and how other people live and how other people go vacation and how other people spend their money and how other people run their business. We know everything about everybody if we want to. It's all on social media. And so it's really hard to not compare yourself. And then there's a million movies made about how a romantic relationship should look or how a vacation should look or whatever. So we have all these things that we're like comparing ourselves against. And if you can just stay true to who you are and really what makes you happy, you've won. And, I think if you approach life with gratitude, I tell my kids this all the time, if you approach life with gratitude, you cannot lose. And if you are getting paid to do what you love, you've won the game. Doesn't matter how much you're making, you've won the game.
It's a lot easier to do what she does, pretty much. Just
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to be something that you're not.
100%. Yeah, and like you had this very fun experience in high school that shaped what you loved, and you turned it into a career, and now your family's involved, and your girls are dancing in the living room, and your whole life has been wrapped up in something that you love, and that's amazing. That's, to me, that's a success story. Whether or not you guys have, 3 homes and a yacht and $100,000 vehicles, I don't even know what you guys have, but to me, what you guys have been able to do together is a success story. So
Yeah, it's not
bravo.
about that. It's about just loving what you do. And
Being happy.
we talked about this the other day too. We were actually laughing because we spend majority of our time at the studio. So we'll get there at 11 and then we leave at 9, and we're usually there on the weekends for whatever competition practices or whatever. And Roz, who works in my office, my cousin, one day was like, yeah, it's just, sometimes you get really tired after you're here from this time to this time. And I was like, yeah, like a regular 9 to 5. And she's like, ew. Like,
What is that like?
like we love what we do and it's physically exhausting, but you're never, I don't want to go to work today. Oh, I don't feel like doing this
forward to it.
today.
Yeah.
Like you could go in with a bad attitude and have a terrible morning and those kids will just instantly change it around for you.
Yeah.
So to love that aspect of what you do and go into work and it not be work, that's what it's all about.
Well, that's a perfect segue into the last question. We made it to number 50. Can you believe it? We're already there.
Rapid fire didn't happen.
That's true. Happiness is underrated, I say. And so it's something that it's amazing to me how many people I've spoken with that have never really thought about what makes me happy. I guess people just don't really think about it. They look at what makes other people happy and they try to mimic that. But what makes you happy is an important question that everybody should answer. So the question is for both of you. With everything going on in your lives, business, family, kids, and all the things, what is it that makes you most happy these days?
I want to say just spending time with the family, being able to take those moments and spend time with the fam.
Same exact thing for
Same
me.
answer.
Whenever we get free time, we're with our family, and that's what I love to do.
'Cause you know how it is. You get caught up with
100%.
work, and it's the only way you can spend time with your kids is bring them to work. Hopefully they have the same interests. And
Yeah. I mean, Sunday night we had an evening where all my kids were home, except for my oldest daughter. She doesn't live with us anymore, but all my kids were there. We didn't have anything that we had to do, and I was so excited about it. Like just to, we walked and got ice cream. We came back and put a movie on, and just to be with them was like, this is what it's about. So,
And isn't it so cool working with your son?
yeah, I don't know if you would say the same thing, but is it cool working with Dad's son? Yeah,
that's all right.
I mean,
I
really,
love it.
I think it's
I
a
love
dream
it. That's how you
come
really
true
feel.
to be able to spend time with your child and share your love of what you do and,
Yep.
have them work by your side. That would,
and realize like that they're more talented than you, and they are learning things that you didn't learn or couldn't learn, and finding new ways to make it better. And I
Yep.
love that.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's amazing to be able to share this. We have a lot of our family working here as well, so it's really cool to be able to share those experiences with the people you love. So, well, we appreciate you guys being on the show. We made it to question, we made it through the 50 questions, so let's give them a round of applause. Good job.
Thank you.
We know everything about you now, including peculiar nicknames and all the fun stuff.
Please don't let that be like the title of the podcast.
Show. I won't, I promise. So no, we appreciate you guys coming on. But before we go, I want to give you guys the opportunity to look into this camera here and just plug whatever you guys want to plug, how people can find you, how they can engage with you, and what you're looking for.
You can go whenever you want.
Plug away.
Go for it.
visit us at ashleysdanceshack.com. You can email us at ashleysdanceshack@gmail.com to register for any of those adult classes that we talked about today, or just to get your child in dance.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good job. Way to plug it. And yeah, did we leave anything out? Did we forget to ask you guys anything? Is there any more information you'd like to share with the public? Ruben's thinking. He's like,
I'm trying to think.
go
Give a
watch.
shout out to the other businesses that are in the building too. That not a lot of people know they're in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because everybody
some
assumes that
really cool businesses
because
in
we're
there.
at the JCPenney's building that we're the only people in there.
Yeah.
But you have Dead Bread.
Awesome place.
Back
to the T.
Back to the T, and then you have the photography.
Nikki
Nikki
Gentry
Gentry.
Photography.
Yep.
My cousin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's my cousin.
And then you have Beck's martial arts studio.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, you
really
have
cool because our
the
community.
Sandlot.
Oh yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Sandlot now.
Sports.
Yep.
Yep.
E-bikes.
E-bikes.
E-bikes. And
Yeah, it's a
everybody.
cool little shopping experience in there.
It is, and
Yeah.
everybody works really well together. Like
Yeah.
we have a really great community. Everybody's really awesome. So we love where we're at.
Yeah, stop in if you ever anybody that common area. The lobby is always open, so walk through and check those businesses out.
I love it. It's a cool place. I really like what it's becoming there. So, well, guys, thank you again for coming on the show. Thank you guys for being friends. I love hanging out with you guys, and I'm super excited to see the success you guys are having. You guys are inspiring a lot of people, and you're inspiring a lot of You're inspiring a lot of people. You're inspiring a lot of the youth.
You're inspiring.
So, keep up the good work. Keep doing what you guys do, and we appreciate it. And we know we talked for a long time because that's what we do, but thank you for coming on the journey with us. If you're still with us, remember, as my mother always said, you can't and never could until you tried. So go out there and try something great, my friends, and don't take the easy way out. We'll see you next time.
I'm not